Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So we getting ready to get into this content, for all my viewers who come to learn. This ain't really a channel for the superficial, although the superficial may benefit over here. This ain't really a channel for the superficial who just want to go by how things look and how things sound and all that other stuff. This is a channel for deep thinkers. This is a channel for people looking for solutions. This is a solutions channel. And that's why we call it the All Subjects channel. So we gonna get into some things today. It's raining out here. Now, understand something. So I talked about in the short how people don't know their roles. We're going to elaborate on that with some of these videos today, because people act like marriage itself is the problem. Marriage ain't no problem. You know what the problem is? People trying to change what it's about. And now they say, well, the woman to woman relationships are failing as well. So some of these women don't like men or women. But hey, I ain't keeping score. Who's keeping score? Who's keeping score? Do you? You gonna stand before God yourself. I'm not gonna be your lawyer when you stand before God. So we finna get into this. Marriage ain't the problem. People are the problem. Let's break it down. From the man's standpoint, I'm gonna show y'all some mistakes I did make. Like, I'm not innocent, but the mistakes I made, like I always say, if I'm fairly assessing myself, the mistakes that I made, most women will be like, give me that. They'll deal with that in a heartbeat compared to some of the men they don't have to deal with. I don't beat on women, and I don't let women beat on me. You hit me, we done. Simple as that. And you ain't getting no money either. You ain't getting no money. What can they do? They can lock you up, but they can't lock you up forever because you ain't committing no crime. So I don't do that. I don't have drug dependencies. I don't drink that much. I'll drink consistently, but I don't drink to the point of, nah. And in fact, when I drink, I just crack jokes, and I get even more fun than I am, to be around. People that's around me know I'm fun to be around. If you don't see that side, it's because I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Like when I'm around people that got a problem with me or something, I go into a different mode. So, but people think marriage is the problem. No, it's not. It's people. Women don't want to share men, but they always shared men. The most successful marriages were polygynous in nature and were arranged throughout history. So the thing, I don't know what was going on between Sarah and Rahab, or if I'm saying her name right, is it Rahab or Haggai? One of them. I keep forgetting the concubine, Ishmael's mother name. So that's why she left, But normally people try to switch what marriage is. I ain't gonna get into no political things, because I know how they get on YouTube with that. But I'm gonna say, you know what marriage is traditionally. You know what it is. You already know what it is. But I've seen relative, this little cheating thing. He cheated. He cheated. First of all, you guys, in the marriage, you got to be honest with these women. Don't have them thinking you a way that you ain't. If you're going to deal with other women, then you need to make that clear from the beginning. You can't marry her and then, oh, well, I don't like what So I don't like what she is now, so I'm gonna just sneak around. Nah, you don't sneak around. When my stuff started going downhill, I still didn't mess with nobody. You know? But like I say all the time, the next one is gonna be polygynous. I'm gonna be single or polygynous. Ain't no in between. That's all I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be single or I'm gonna be polygynous. I'm not gonna be monogamous. Any woman trying to talk about that monogamy, I'm gonna block her. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm gonna let her go out and try to find somebody better than me then. Go find somebody out here in the United States better than me. I'm waiting to see you do it. Because here's the thing y'all don't understand. Marriages fail because people fail. Marriages fail because it's always some element to the marriage that a person is supposed to be doing that they not doing. When you're a woman, you get married, really you're supposed to be a virgin and he's supposed to be the one that open you up and you deal with the same man your whole entire life. But that's not even the case with a lot of these women. A lot of these women done did all type of X-ray type of things. We're going to change the word around. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm changing the word. It's some new, that AI is something new, you know, on YouTube. So, the thing about it is, when you get married, women think they can just say, okay, I don't like them no more. Divorce, get money, marry again, and God is just going to be like, yay. The Most High is going to be invisibly in the crowd cheering you on. That ain't how it works. It's easier for a woman to be considered in adultery than a man. Because a man could have 1,000,000 wives. A woman is only supposed to have one husband. Unless he dies, or unless he just come up to you and say, I don't like you no more. And you doing everything you're supposed to do, them the only two stipulations for you getting remarried in the sight of God. If the man is at fault, he come at, and it ain't about no cheating either. With men can have multiple wives, so you can't say, well, he committed adultery. Did he mess with somebody else's wife? Was the woman in a committed marriage? No, she wasn't. She was just a little hood rat. Okay, well then you got to face the fact. Then you got to face the fact. Now, for men, if you don't know how to concubine a woman, it's gonna fall into whoremongering. Let me show you what I mean. Whoremongering is basically defined as the promotion of whores. So what it is you somehow giving her benefits and rewards for being a whore. Because women is supposed, all these women is supposed to either abstain or be somebody's concubine or wife. If you ain't in no commitment, you what they call no account. You no account. You ain't nobody's concubine, you ain't nobody's wife. Those type of women ended up in the what did they call it during the biblical days? In the shrines. I think that's what they called it. And then the little wayward priests, when they get in their hypocrisy, or when they just, you know, because you can, Samson did it, you know, they start dealing with prostitutes. Prostitutes always been around. The Most High don't want you dealing with prostitutes. The Most High wants you to have insight and to choose you some women wisely. And if that ain't enough, you just add more. But I wouldn't advise you guys to be spending all your time dealing with women. You got money to make. You got a physical body to uphold. You got things to do, things to read to make yourself wiser, sharper. You don't always need to be dealing with these women every second. So even with the concubine, even though you can have as many, I wouldn't advise you getting too high, trying to have 10 women and stuff like that. That just don't make no sense. Unless you Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or something, you got Bezos type of money where you could just sit at home and people report to you and you making money hand over fist, you don't need to be doing that. I wouldn't advise it. You get you a couple, maybe 2, 3, and you make sure they get along, they willing to deal with each other, so on and so forth. That to me, that just says a lot, about Finesse 2-Time, the rapper. How did he know how to do this, but guys be in the church talking about monogamy? Other than that they shouldn't be touching each other. Because now you done messed up the whole aspect of it. You dealing with multiple women, and especially if you bring them under the same roof, they should be hands off each other. They shouldn't even think like that. They shouldn't even be attracted to their own gender. That's not a concubine. That's a sinner. But people don't understand how to function in a marriage. You don't break your family up talking about some cheating, because monogamy is not even biblical. That's just something that people choose or don't choose. It's not something that the Most High requires. And anybody that's telling you that, they telling you wrong, send them my way. I'll make sure they nice and fried. I'll make sure they well done. Send them my way. So, for the woman, you're not there to be the boss. You say, I'm a boss chick. Okay, long as you think like that, do not get married. Marriage ain't for you. If you a boss chick, marriage ain't for you. Marriage is for a humble chick. Marriage is for a submissive chick. It's not for a boss chick. I'm a boss, B-I-T-C-A. Okay, go that her way. And that's why I'm telling you, you can't blame these men for all the demise in these marriages, man. Me personally, I don't see a lot of marriages that go down because of the man. Because cheating, that's supposed to be off the table. So if you saying that's supposed to be off the table. Now, if he's a hype or something like that, and he just can't, I could see something like that. But here's what you do in that situation. You go to him and you ask him for a divorce. Ask him to file a divorce against you if he's a hype. And he's the problem. You being everything you're supposed to be, but he doing that. Okay, what about the money aspect? Money aspect, you never supposed to divorce over money. Never. Y'all supposed to, money, you supposed to work that out. If you have to help him out, or y'all got to figure out something. You don't divorce over money. You just don't. If you divorce a guy over anything with money, anybody that marries you is going to be an adultery. Somebody trying to kill or kill you, That's different too. Like you probably need to ask him to file, or if he won't, unfortunately, you just picked a bad person to marry, and you probably need to remain separated. If you by yourself, you got to run away from him. He won't give you a divorce. You just, from a biblical standpoint, you just got to remain separate. In terms of adultery, for the man, adultery is having sex with another man's committed wife. That's the only thing that's adultery for a man. Again, there's adultery, there's whoremongering. Whoremongering for a man is if he is married and he has sex with a woman that he hasn't committed to or given an assignment as a concubine or a wife, it's whoremongering. It's not adultery. It's adultery for the man if he messes with another man's wife, committed wife. So, but whoremongering is on the same level, because the Bible says in Hebrews 13:5, whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. So you don't want to get in that whoremongering. Let me show you a subtle way you whoremonger. You whoremongering when you promoting people's OnlyFans, you doing all that. Listen, man, you better off trying to get with her if you want her that bad. And if she say no, she just say no. I'm not trying to hate on nobody money, but all of that's whoremongering, man. OnlyFans is whoremongering for a man. Now, but there's other elements to this. There's other elements to this. Escorts, prostitutes, that's all whoremongering for a man. Now, is it the unforgivable sin? Of course not. Let me tell you, Christians, something. And we're going to wrap this up in about 5 minutes or so. If y'all had I'm just going to be honest, I'm finna come to you in my prophet office. If Christianity was just a bona fide 100%, or Islam or any of the rest of these religions, right? Then why is it that the Most High also reigns on the unjust? It's people that got way more money than me and you that they don't do nothing but sin. So when you come to God, you got to come to God because you know that that's the right thing to do. You know that he's going to judge you and punish you. And you know that he's the best thing that we can get in life. You don't come to him merely trying to escape by itself. Or you don't come to him to get wealth because, again, I had more money when I was out there doing dirt. I ain't never made $2,500 a week in my whole adult life from no job. You know? But I ain't keeping score on the Most High, you know. Hey, that's how he know more than me. If that's how he do, that's how he do. I ain't gonna hold it against somebody that can beat me. I just gotta get out here and get as much as I can. Cause people be out, we gonna make a video about that either today or tomorrow. Y'all be trying to materialize God. He's a spirit. Yes, he does control things like rain, like, you know, stuff like that. But when it comes to money, money comes to whoever. So if you a person, you blocking your own money by the way you think spiritually, like you think that it's wrong to be rich, or you think that the Most High somehow is mad at you about something, when that's not rarely ever the case. Again, like I tell y'all, for the Most High to judge you, the Most High to judge you and to punish you over anything, he will have to get everybody that did that same thing. That's why some judgments ain't gonna happen to the end of days. And that's why you see sinners don't do nothing but sin, celebrate all the pagan holidays, everything, having more than people in the church. I'm gonna break that down. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna break it down for you. So, people don't be understanding what marriage is. When the woman comes in, she gotta come in willing to share. You don't break your family up because he sleep with somebody else. I'm just telling you. For you, though, it's different. Because your mentality and the mindset that goes into a woman having sex with a man is totally different than the mindset that goes into a man having sex with a woman. Now, you take on additional wives and concubines. The first one, you don't neglect that one. You don't neglect her. She gets equal or more than the other ones. Or I'm telling you, you ain't doing it right if that's not the case. So, for the woman, you got to be willing to share. Submission is key. It's key. If your husband ain't doing something, you don't disrespect him. You don't cheat on him. You figure out a way to get through to him in his mind if you know what to do, or you just help him. You help him. I paid the bill this month. Because you're not being a wife if you're not willing to help out in every way. You're just not. I mean, that's what marriage is. It's a team. Marriage is a team game. It's not Mr. Man doing everything and you sitting back looking pretty. That ain't no marriage. That's not what marriage is. It's two becoming one. You can't become one if you have an area or a category that you're not willing to become one. If you're a woman, well, he's supposed to make all the money. No, he's not. He can. It's a good thing. But guess what? This 2023. So if he come up short, you supposed to find a way to help him. Say, well, I don't want no man come up short. Okay, divorce him. Go be in adultery for the rest of your life. See, these pastors, either they don't know or they don't tell. They don't tell y'all the truth. This pastor, this prophet is going to tell you the truth. The truth is everything you got is supposed to be his, and everything he has is supposed to be yours. It's not a one-way thing. It's two ways. It's two ways. Simple as that. You know who showed me this? Because I grew up and it was an element that I was missing. But then it clicked with me. My father tried to do the same thing and it failed. Because what he was supposed to do, okay, I tell y'all all the time, and I don't put everything out there, but I put some stuff to prove the point I'm making. My mother quit her job. She quit her job, and it's weird because the way they was doing it, when they was doing good, It was my father was paying most of the bills. My mother paid a little few minor bills. And they both was decorating the house, this, that, and the other, right? And she quit her job just like that. No, because she didn't get along with people. I made that mistake. It wasn't, in my case, it was never I didn't get along with people. It was people didn't get along with me. And y'all say, well, that sounds like, I'm telling you the God honest truth. People, literally. I mean, one day I'm going to just break it all down and I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. People will hold things against you if they don't agree with you. That's why you don't need to be doing all that talking at work. I learned the hard way through the year. Because you don't know what people done dealt with in their life or why they think or what they think. But marriage for the man is you supposed to be the protector. Should nobody in the house be able to whoop you in a fight or a shootout? You do supposed to provide, but again, the situations may vary. With age especially, like your kids grow up, they don't need her around. Like just being always around doing nothing. Y'all supposed to both be building that nest egg. Once your kids just hit 11, 12, stuff like that, y'all supposed to be both building up that empire. So you are the provider though. You should be making more than her, but if she just handled her business, then she handled her business. But she shouldn't be looking down on you because she handled her business. You're supposed to be the overseer of everything. You're supposed to be the disciplinarian. People get away from what they're supposed to do. We're going to have to come back to this, though. I got to take care of something right quick. I got to go get some parts. But we'll come back to this. This is the Truth Man channel, is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.